Hi, I am Deshawn, and this is my Vlogmas. Good morning, I am Deshawn. Today's weather is, well, right now it's 50, but the high is going to be 62, and it's going to be a cloudy day today.
How you doing?
Okay, guys, I am on my way to do my 4th Ocrevus infusion for my MS. Y'all know that I do enjoy the place because it's very comfortable and they have the best snacks ever. But the medicine the combination of medicine that they give me today, I'm going to tell them that I do not want to go to sleep because I don't enjoy being asleep when I am there because I like to stay awake and talk to people. I'm going to have to be in there with this mask on my face, which is no fun. So I hope y'all can hear me. I am so sleepy and tired. So I got the stuff flowing in me. I had to start with a heating pad to open up my veins and everything. Okay, y'all, so when I got to the infusion place, when you first walk in, you have to wash your hands, and you let them know your name and everything. Let them know that you're here, you made it on time, because they like people to make it on time, especially now with everything that's going on. They can't have too many people in the building at one time, basically. So I washed my hands, and they came out and asked me some questions about the cooties. They was like, does anybody in your house are sick? They have a fever? Do you have a fever? They asked me all these questions. The ones that they was asking about me, they already know the answer to, because they already done. We had to send in paperwork showing that we don't have the cooties. Like the people in my house, they don't know about them, so I had to let them know that the girls, they don't have cooties, whatever. I was like, well, I answered no to all the questions, and then they asked me, do I have any new symptoms since I've been on the infusion? Because, like I said, this is my 4th infusion. So they was like, is there any symptoms that you're having? I'm like, no. I'm like, everything's going good. I was like, I like being on it. I did tell them about the MS hug that I experienced, and they was like, okay, and but everything else is good. They asked me, have I still been passing out and all that stuff. I said, no, I don't pass out anymore. I said, because I'm not stressed, I'm still stressed, but I'm not as stressed as I was. So that makes a huge difference, because when I was extremely stressed, I was passing out a lot. But now, there's still stressful situations that are going on, but they're not as bad as they were. So I explained it to them, and they was like, okay. They was like, they understand. They know what's up. So they let me in. They let me go in through the doors. And when I went in, this guy, he had to weigh me. And he was like, hey, do you remember me? I said, yes, I remember you. And I really didn't remember him. I didn't remember him, y'all. I only go every 6 months, and I don't remember people unless I talk to them constantly. Like, if he was to call me, let's say he called me every week, then yeah, I remember him. but I only see him every 6 months, so I'm not gonna remember you, you know. But yeah, I told him, I said, yeah, I remember you. So he weighed me, and he was like, oh, you lost weight. I said, yeah, because I said, you know, in the spring and the summer, I like to lose weight. I said, but now it's fall, I'm trying to gain my weight back. So, y'all have to excuse this yard, man. He act like he got to do the yard right now. I swear, it seems like he do the yard every other day. Whatever, I'm not tripping. I'm glad he is doing the yard work so he can look nice. But anywho, so, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, so I told him, I said, I'm working on gaining my weight back so I can get back, you know, to being plus size. He said, no, you look good like you are. I said, oh, so you don't like plus size girls? And he was like, yeah, I do. I said, so do you want me to be a big girl or do you want me skinny? He said, whatever makes you happy. I said, okay. I said, but what makes you happy? He said, your happiness makes me happy. I said, ah, you're so sweet. So anyways, he took me to the next room where, you know, the chairs and stuff are. And he said, you can sit wherever you want to sit. And he said, because the first room, we walked past the first room, it was packed. It was like already full. So, you know, we had to go past that room. We went to the next room. And he was like, you can sit wherever you want to. He said, but if a seat come available in the first room and you want to move to that room, you can. He said, because you know that room is right there next to the restroom. And I was like, well, I don't need to sit next to the restroom because y'all know I'm not good at public restrooms. I hate public restrooms. So I told him I only to sit next to no restroom. And he was like, okay, well, just in case if you have to use the bathroom, he said, call for me and I can take you to the restroom. I said, okay. I was laughing because that's not true. If I have to use the bathroom, they're not going to have him take me to the restroom. They're going to have one of the girls to come take me. But I was just laughing or whatever because I know it wasn't true. So, you know, I sat down in the seat and everything, and the next lady came and she asked me some questions. Basically the same questions that he had asked me. She asked me the same thing and whatever, and I told her, I said, I remember you, which is odd that I remember her, but I remember her because she was like really, really sweet, and she put up with my mouth, and you know, so I remember her. You know, I remember people who can deal with me, and she can deal with me. So, and plus, you know, me and her had a good time. We joked and laughed last time. So, yeah. Because she got a mouth on her and I got a mouth on me. So, you know, it works out. So, I told her, I said, I remember you. She was like, you do? I was like, yeah. She said, I remember you too. And then she, you know, she was like, she said, did you want some snacks? And I was like, yeah, I do want some snacks. Of course, you know I want snacks. She said, yeah, girl, because I know you're a foodie. I said, mm-hmm. So she said, well, after I finish prepping you and getting you ready, then I get your snacks. I said, okay. So, you know, she asked me which arm that I wanted to go in. Well, I still got the bruise on this arm from when my doctor had to take my blood, so I didn't want her to do it in this arm. And I even showed her my bruise, and I told her what happened. And she said, oh, man. She said, if it would have been me, you know, I wouldn't have left no bruise on you. I said, I know. I said, 'cause you're the best. Or whatever. Like, for real, she really good at what she do. She you know, she get the needle in, and she good at it, you know. So I was like, I know if it was you wouldn't have left no bruise on me. I said, she put a bruise on me, and then she had to shoot me up in my hand. You know, I told her the whole situation. She said, what, girl? Nah, that would have been me. I said, I know. I said, you're the best. And then, so I told her to put it in my left arm. So she, you know, cleansed the arm, got the arm ready. They put the heating pad on it because they know how my veins are. So they put the heating pad on. That heating pad felt so good, y'all. And while the heating pad was on me, she was rubbing the heating pad too. And she was talking to me, and we were just catching up because it's been 6 months since we've seen each other. So we was catching up and everything. And then another lady was sitting across from me, but like not directly across, but like, you know, like this, like not like this, but like this. So it was a lady sitting right there, and I was trying to tell myself, I was like, be quiet, don't say nothing, because this lady looked like she didn't want to be disturbed because she had her computer and everything. It looked like she was working, so I didn't want to disturb her. And I know how my mouth is, so I was like, tell myself, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, don't say nothing to her or whatever unless she says something to you. So, you know, after the woman finished with my arm and everything, hooking everything up, the lady that was on the computer, she was staring at me, y'all. Like, she had put a computer up and everything and was just staring at me. And I was like, just telling myself, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. So I looked around and I was trying to see if any more people I recognized, and I recognized a few of the people that was at the desk or whatever. And you know, normally I would yell over there to them, hey y'all, but you know, since the lady was right there, and she you know, like I said, she didn't like the type that want to talk, and I didn't want to be loud around her, so I was quiet. And then I was just looking at them, waiting for them to look at me, and they looked at me, and then they waved, and I waved back. But you see, we all had masks on, so they couldn't see that I was smiling at them, but they saw me wave, and they waved back. So then, old dude came back, and you know, the one who had to wave me and everything, and he said, you want some snacks? I said, yes. He said, I know you do. He said, what you want? I said, bring me the whole tray. He said, you want me to bring you the whole tray? I said, yes, bring me the whole tray. He said, I can't do that. I said, why you can't do that? He said, because it's a really big tray. Hold up. See, the last time I was there, remember they brought me the tray, but it was a woman who brought me the tray. So I know if a female can lift that tray, this grown man can lift this tray. So I told him that. I said, well, you look big and strong. I know you can pick it up. He said, no, I can't do that. Like, he's scary, y'all. He could have if he wanted to, but he's scary. He thought he was going to get in trouble if he brought me the whole tray or whatever we do. So I told him what I wanted. No, at first I told him, I said, tell me everything y'all have today. And he was like, we got cookies, we have cupcakes. He was like, we have juice, water, coffee, tea. He was like, we have chips. And, you know, he just told me everything they had. And I really did want him to bring me the whole tray because I had brought my bag. And I had a plan on filling my bag up with snacks and then getting more snacks to eat while I'm there. And then the other snacks I take home and bring them home to the girls so they can enjoy them. That was my plan. But, you know, I just told him, I said, bring me some chocolate chip cookies and some cheese crackers. And he was like, okay, I'm going to bring it to you. So he went to go get it. And he came back. And then the lady who put all my stuff on my arm and everything, she came and she said, oh, man, let me tell you. She said, I made some homemade biscuits. No, she said homemade rolls. And she said they were so good. I got excited, y'all, because I love homemade food. So I was like, you did? She was like, yeah. I said, did you add extra butter? She was like, yeah, I did. I was like, my mouth, it started watering, y'all. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, I want some of that. She said, oh, I didn't bring none. What you telling me for? If you didn't bring me none. She said, I just want you to know that I did it. I was like, okay, good for you, but what's it going to do for me? And she was like, I didn't think you wanted any. I was like, what do you mean you didn't think I would want any? If you didn't think and you wasn't sure, you should have brought me some just in case. I said, you know my schedule. You knew when I was going to be here. I know you know. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry. She said, next time I'll have something for you. I said, next time I'm not going to want them. But I probably will want them. I just think, you know, my heart know that. So, you know, he came with my snacks. And what made me mad is because when he came, y'all, he opened up my snacks. And he put them on a plate. First of all, don't open my snacks and put them on a plate unless I tell you to or if I ask you to do so, because I wasn't ready at that moment to start eating my snacks because, you know, the lady who's across from me, I was trying to, you know, catch her vibe and see where she was at, because if I warmed up to her and she warmed up to me, I wanted the two of us to talk, and I didn't want to be eating and talking to her at the same time, so I didn't want my snacks open until I was ready to eat them. But he done opened them up and put them on a plate and everything. He thought he did something special. He's like, here you go. I put them on a plate for you. I said, yeah, I see you did. He was like, yeah. He said, I know how you like that. I said, no, I don't like that. He was like, oh, sorry. I was like, it's okay. But anywho, I didn't want him to do that, because like I said, the first stash of snacks they bring, I was gonna stash them in my bag, and then the second route, I was gonna eat those right then and there, and I wanted to get to know home chick that was across from me. So, anyways, he did that, and he was like, "You want something to drink?" And I didn't want nothing to drink, and he was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, because they're finna bring you your medicine. And you know, when they bring my medicine, it was gonna be some Benadryl, Tylenol, and the steroids was going in my arm. So, was it 3 pills or was it 2 pills? I can't remember. But I was like, yeah, you can go out here and bring me something to drink. He said, what would you like? I said, can you bring me orange juice? He was like, okay. I said, a bottle of orange juice. Because I hate when they bring your drinks and they put it in a cup. I don't like that. Don't open up my drinks, because I want to make sure you ain't, slipping me no Mickey. So I was like, bring me the bottle. And he was like, okay. So he brought it or whatever. Then the lady came back who hooked up all my stuff. And she said, here's your pills. So then she asked me, she said, do you want a Benadryl pill? Or she said, do you want Benadryl in your IV? I said, I want whatever's going to keep me awake. I said, I do not want to go to sleep. And she was like, okay, take the pill. So I really hate taking pills. But I took the pill. It was, she gave me a cup with the pills in it. And yeah, so I took the medicine, drank the orange juice. And then she left. She said, I'm gonna be back. She said, if you need me, call me. I said, okay. And I said, you know how I'm gonna call you. Like, I'm not gonna be polite like all the other people in there. They'll tell one of the girls to go get whoever they want. I'm gonna scream her name or whatever. So, and she knows that. She said, I know. So, she left, and then so the girls across from me, and I don't know, y'all, she was just staring at me, but she never said anything to me. And I was like thinking to myself, should I say something to her? I don't know, y'all. So the lady with the computer, when she finished, she was there for like an hour. And y'all know when I go, I'm there for like 5 or 6 hours. So she left, and then another lady came in, and y'all, this lady, she reminded me so much of myself, like an older version of me. When she came in, she was loud, and she was like, telling them, don't stick me in my arm. She said, y'all already know my situation. And they was like, yes, we know. So come to find out, she can't get an IV in her arm because her veins are shot. Like, she's been through so much in her life. Her veins are no good. Like, you can't stick needles in them. So they had to stick her in her chest. Oh man. If that happens to me, y'all know I'm going to cry. Because I know that's going to hurt worse than, getting shot in your arms. So, when they stuck it in her chest, she wasn't looking at it. And she was like, I was like, ooh. I felt so bad for her or whatever. And she saw me staring or whatever, and she explained to me what was going on. She told me her age, and she was an elderly woman. Did she say 70s? she was up there, y'all, and she said that because her veins, she said because she has been through so much, and like mine is every 6 months. Hers, the type of medicine that she has to get, she gets it every month. And them doing her veins with that every month. Plus, she said it's other procedures that she has to get done, and it messed up her veins. So I was like I felt bad for her. I was like, I'm sorry to hear that or whatever. And she was like, it's okay. She said, but now they gotta do it on her chest, and she said that hurts or whatever. She said, but she knows it's something she gotta get done. And you know, me and her, we just started talking, and she, y'all, I promise you, she remind me of myself, y'all, because she talks loud, and she's a very caring person. And she told me, she was like, I really, really like you. I was like, thank you, I like you too. And she was like, I want you to call me mama. I was like, huh? She was like, yeah. She said, you make me feel like you would be a really good daughter. Okay, now here's the situation. I have a lot of god mamas. I have a lot of play mamas. Like, I have a lot of mamas. So this is adding another one. So she was like, she said, I'm going to give you my information and everything. And if you ever want anything or need anything, she said, call me. I'll get it for you. And she said, if it's a situation, if I'm busy, I'm going to tell my husband to bring it to you. I was like, okay. And then she called her husband and told him about me. And I was just like I was shocked. And not everything me and her talked about, but she told him that she met somebody. What are y'all doing? Y'all, these kids. Anywho, they in there playing. I just heard something fall. Sound like they knocked something down. But anywho, so
Mom, it fell by itself.
It fell by itself. Sure it did. I said, okay. So her husband was like, he was like, okay, cool. And her husband told her to ask me did I need anything at that moment. And she asked me, she said, did you want some food, him to bring you some food or something? I was like, no, I'm okay. And he said, well, give her information so we'll know and everything. And she was like, she asked me for my address. Y'all know I got a whole bunch of stalkers already. So I really don't feel comfortable with giving my address out or whatever. So I gave her my phone number. And I was just like, call me. She was like, okay, I'm gonna call you. And she asked me, she said, what time you go to bed? I said, I go to bed pretty early. And she was like, you do? I was like, yeah. I was like, we run by a schedule in my household. You know, we got a time for everything. And when it's sleep time, it's sleep time. I was like, I'm not a person who stays up late. And she was like, oh, okay. And, you know, I told her about the girls and everything. And, you know, and I told her how Allison has her birthday coming up. And she was like, that is so cool. Because she said her birthday is next week, too. So, it was just, I don't know, like, the whole time we was there, me and her had fun. Then another girl came in. And she was younger. I could tell she was younger. I didn't know how much younger, but I knew she was younger than me. She looked younger than me. Yeah, she looked younger than me. So she sat down, and the two of them knew each other, so they started talking, and I didn't want to be in that conversation. So I just, you know, I think I fell asleep or something because I didn't want to be nosy being in a conversation. So I just forced myself to go to sleep. And then I woke up and they were still talking. So the lady mama, she told me, she introduced me to the girl. She's like, this is, I forgot her name, y'all. I can't remember what she told me her name was, but she said, this is Lotta Dada or whatever. And I was like, oh, hey, Lotta Dada. And then so me and Lotta Dada started getting to know each other. And to come to find out, she here recently found out she have MS. I think she said she found out, 2020. She said she found out 2020. And I said, okay, I found out about mine in 2019. So we started talking and asking each other questions and everything. And I feel so bad. Because of the MS, she said she does not want to have kids. And I understand that, like, when I had my kids, I had MS, but I didn't know I had it. If I would have known that I had MS, I wouldn't have had kids either. But she has MS, and she knows she has MS, so she doesn't want kids. So I understood. I told her, I said, I understand. We were just talking, whatever. I did feel bad because that is like a scary situation. Like if you really want something and you can't have it, like here's the thing with MS. You can have kids, evidently, because I have kids. But you remember both of my girls were born a month early. People could have complications, different things can happen when you have MS and you get pregnant. So I felt kind of bad for her. I was like, you can just pray about it and, leave it in God's hands as if that should happen. And she was like, well, she can't have kids anyway. She was like, because she don't have no man. And I was like, what? You don't have no man as cute as you are? And she was like, nah, she don't have no man. She was like, she don't want no man. I said, girl, I totally understand, for real. So, she was cute and everything. If she wanted a man, she could get a man. So then, like the three of us, we started talking about shoes or whatever, because the mama lady, she told me, she said, what kind of shoes do I wear? And I was like, I really don't wear shoes. I said, the only time I wear shoes is when I have to wear my leg brace, and I had to explain to them about my brace and everything. I explained to them about my cane, and I was like, that's the only time I wear shoes. I said, because most of the time I'm barefoot or whatever. And they was like, why you don't wear shoes? I said, well, when I found out I had MS, I knew that I couldn't wear heels anymore because of my leg would give out or whatever. Like, I was like, I can't wear heels anymore. And I said, that's the only shoes I had in my closet. Y'all know I had over 200 pair of heels, and that's all I used to wear was heels. And like the tennis shoes I had, I would never wear them. And my tennis shoes here recently, the ones I did have, I donated them because they did not fit my brace. The type of shoes they were, they couldn't fit my brace in them. So I donated them. So all my heels and the little bit of tennis shoes I had, I have donated them. So I was like, I really don't have any shoes. And they were saying, well, what kind of shoes do you need? And I explained to them the type of shoes I need. And they was telling me, they told me about some shoes. They're called, what they say? Oasis, Aces, some kind of shoe like that. And they said those are some really good balance shoes that help with balance and stuff like that. And they said that they're very, very comfortable. And they said that I'll be able to wear my brace with them. So I'm going to look into it to see where I can find these shoes, how much they cost. Because I asked them, I said, how much are they? I said, are they pricey? And they was like, they are pricey. They said, but they do sell them at the outlet mall. And I was like, okay, give me a reason to go to the outlet mall. Y'all, I love outlets. And they just gave me a reason to go to the outlet mall. So, yeah, I'm going to look into these shoes, see where they are, the exact price of them, where all I can go to get some or whatever. Because I I still haven't adapted to wearing tennis shoes. I still want to wear heels. I want to, but I know that if I put some heels on, I know I'm going to fall and break my neck, especially a 6-inch heel. Y'all. So, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Like, that to me, that's kind of depressing. Like, if you're used to wearing heels, like, I've worn heels for many, many, many years. Like, even when I was younger, I wore heels. So now, to be told not to wear heels, it's hard for me. I'm still adjusting to that. And whatever. So, yeah, the three of us was having a good time. So then the girl, the young girl, her procedure, it was not long. Hers is for 2 hours. Because, like I said, she comes every month to get it done. So she asked me when is the next time I'm coming. She said because she wants to be scheduled with me. And I said, I'm only coming every 6 months. And she said, well, let me know when you coming in 6 months so I can come that same day. And I was like, well, they haven't gave me my schedule yet. And Mama was like, once I get it and, you know, she'll find out and then she'll let her know because they're going to see each other every month or whatever. They see each other every month. So we was like, okay, we all agreed to that. Then we said our goodbyes and everything. Mama, she was still there. She was done, but she was still there talking to me. Me and her was talking it up and everything. And she was, you know, telling me about her husband. She was like going into details about her husband. And it was funny. It was funny. And I was talking to her, and then she started crying. I felt bad. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. And she was like, it's okay. She's an emotional person. I was like, I hate making people cry. That's why I'm like, you know, talking to people and, you know, but I felt comfortable with talking to her. But I know that sometimes when I talk to people and I tell them everything I'm going through, they cry. And it's like, I didn't want to make her cry, but she was asking questions and I answered the questions. And, you know, sometimes the truth hurts. You know, it hurts. I'm used to it. I'm not gonna cry. I've cried enough. But yeah, sometimes the truth hurt. So, you know, she was like, she wanna pray for me, and, you know, she prayed for me, and yeah. So that was that. So she said she was getting ready to leave. I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave too. And I called my ride because Mama was fussing at me. She was like, call your ride, make sure he out there because I don't want you out there by yourself waiting on no ride. I was like, okay. So I called my ride and, you know, I was like, okay, he on the way. And she was like, well, me and my husband gonna wait with you until he pull up. And I was like, you don't have to do that. And she was like, no, who is this person that's picking you up? I was like, it's just my ride. She said, is it your ride or is it your man? I was like, it's my ride. And she was like, no, it's something more to it. I said, no, it's not. He's just my ride. So, you know, so I was sitting outside with them and talking to them, and then she told me, she was like, you go back in. She said, you go back in because it's kind of getting cool out here. So we went in the building and we explained to the receptionist why we came back in, and she was like, okay, cool, or whatever. So we went in, and her husband was like so sweet, y'all. He was so sweet. And I was talking to him, and you know, they seem like a really cute couple, and it was nice to see that, because you know, you don't see, well, I don't see couples that have been together that long. They've been together for years, like since they was teenagers, and now they're in their 70s. So it was cute to see. It was like a positive thing to see a couple that's been together that long and they still happy. Because you could tell that they were happy because they were laughing and joking and. But wait a minute, y'all. Why did me and Mama and Homegirl get in trouble? They was fussing at us, talking about we was too loud. They was like, y'all are waking people up. I was like, okay, we sorry. We kept on trying to get quiet and be quiet, but the thing is, I have a big mouth. Mama has a big mouth. And old girl, she wasn't loud, but you know what I'm saying? She was laughing loud. She laughed loud. So when we was getting ready, like when me and Mama was getting ready to leave, when we passed by the other room, the people in there, they was like, we heard y'all whole conversation. We was like, oh yeah? We was like, well, why y'all didn't say nothing? And they was like, they didn't want to interrupt us and be rude. And they was like, it didn't bother them that we were loud. They was like, they liked hearing us talking and everything. They said they was laughing at us and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, so it made y'all happy? And they was like, yeah, it made us happy to hear y'all and hear what y'all was talking about. I was like, okay. So then I told the lady, the one who told us that it was too loud or whatever, I told her, I said, see, they like us being loud, y'all. But when she told us that we were being loud and we were waking people up, I did try to quiet it down. I tried. But Mama, she kept on, she was loud, so I had to be loud, so which made it loud in our section or whatever. But they said they didn't care anyways. They said they were listening, laughing too. So I'm glad that everybody was up in there and happy. So anyway, so back to when my ride pulled up, you know, he pulled up. And Mama, she came running out there to see the dude. And when she saw him, and she saw him get out the car to open up the door, she was like, I was like, oh, gee. Like, she is a mess. Like, I know that when I get her age, I'm going to be a mess just like her. So, I don't know. I said my goodbyes to them. She told me that, she said, when I call you tonight, she said, if you sleep, don't answer the phone. She said, but if you're awake, answer. Baby, when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. So, and I told her that. I said, when it's bedtime, I'm asleep. She said, okay. So she said, I'll talk to you another time then. So we said our goodbyes and everything. And we left. So yeah, that is how my fourth infusion went. So y'all know the first infusion was only 300 milligrams. The second one was 300. So the third infusion was 600 and the fourth infusion was 600. So would this be my third or my fourth? Because the first one was half and the second one was half, and 2 halves makes a whole. So I'm going to say this was my 4th time getting an infusion. But like I said, I had the first one was half, the second one was half, the third one was a whole 600, and the fourth one was a whole 600. So yes, you guys, y'all let me know if y'all have MS and what medicine you are taking, or you taking any kind of medicine. Do you get infusions? Because I know some people, they have to take the daily shots, shoot themselves up. Baby, no, I cannot do that. I can't do that. I don't like shots. I don't like needles. And I've talked to people who do the shots every day, and they say that you bruise, and they say you try to stick it in meaty parts of your body and you bruise. So you know, I can't do the daily shots. I cannot do that. Like they have different medicines for MS, but because my MS, I have relapsing MS, which is, you know, it's pretty bad. So Ocrevus is the strong stuff, and that's why it costs so much to get Ocrevus or whatever, because it is super duper strong. And like I said, I have to get it every 6 months. So yeah, I enjoy myself as usual. The snacks were the bomb. Yeah, that's another thing. I was trying to get me some more snacks, and Mama told me, she said, no. She said, you didn't have enough snacks. And I was like, but Mama, I said, I'm trying to gain weight. And she said, no, you don't need to gain no weight. She said, stop doing that to yourself. She said, stop losing weight and then gaining weight, making your weight go up and down. And, you know, we talked about that. And then we was talking about different meals or whatever. Y'all, OMG. She told me to stop eating tomatoes. She said, stop eating cheese. Like, she gave me a whole list of things not to eat. So I'm going to talk to my neurologist about it and see what he says about those things she told me about, because I like tomatoes and I put cheese on everything. And y'all know I love me some pork. Like, okay, listen. In March, I'm going to change my eating habits in March, because that's when I'm going to start trying to lose weight. Okay, no, I forgot. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm still debating. Like, I want to gain weight right now, and I want to be thin in the spring and summer. That's what I'm used to doing. But I know my doctor told me to pick a weight and stay there. Either I'm going to be plus size or I'm going to be skinny. He said pick a side and stick to it. So I know for health reasons I need to stick to one and do it in a healthy way. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I'm so sorry that this video is like super duper long, but y'all know when I get to talking, I just talk. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all are doing with y'all health. Even if you don't have MS, let me know how your health is. What are you doing? Are you being amazing? Are you healthy? Do you drink water? Make sure you gotta drink water, because y'all remember what happened to me when I wasn't drinking water. And I don't want that to happen to any of you guys. But yeah, you guys, y'all have a blessed day, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.